Alright, hello everyone, how are you guys doing? Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. So this has nothing to do with the video where we're at right now, but before we get into the video, I kind of want to start doing weekly giveaways, so I think we're going to start it right now. This week, I'm going to go ahead and give away a bond on my main account. All you have to do to be entered, just be subscribed, like the video, and comment, and I will pick a random commenter for that. Also, if this sounds pretty interesting to you guys, here in the future, or at least let me know what you guys want me to do with it. I'm starting to merch on Deadman mode. I'm making a ton of money, and I made it from nothing. As you guys can see, I just came off Tutorial Island. I'm already up to like 21k there, and potential 40 there. So I'm just trying to see how much money I can make with this, and if you guys think that's interesting, go ahead and let me know. But with that being said, let's get on over into the method that you guys are here for. And now here we are going into the method for this video. So as you guys saw from the title, this is just a really good AFK Mage training method that'll make you money, and obviously AFK, so you really won't have to pay all that much attention. Pretty easy if you're working on another account, trying to do homework, anything like that. This is really beneficial. So I'm going to go ahead, go through the inventory and armor setups that we have here today, and kind of the requirements. As far as the spell that you're going to want to use, I'm not on the right spell book, but you want to use Fire Wave. That will require 75 magic. However, you can cast it with a lower level fire spell, such as Fire Blast, Fire Bolt, Fire Strike, I guess, but Fire Wave is going to be the one that we would focus on here. If you are not using Fire Wave, do not bring the Tome of Fire. This is just for Fire Wave, and it is very helpful, and this is what gets you most of your experience. There's definitely a huge jump from Fire Blast and a Malediction Ward to Fire Wave and a Tome of Fire. With a Fire Blast, I was getting around 40 to 50k XP per hour. With this one, I was getting like 90k on my noob, and now we're on my main account, which has a 98 mage, so we're definitely gonna get better XP with that. So let me go through the inventory real quick, or I guess the armory and inventory. So as far as your armor goes, you're going to need a Slayer helm. This is because we will be killing Dust Devils, so you will need 65 Slayer as well. On top of that, an Occult Necklace works fine, Ceridoma Cape, any of the Wildy Capes. A Holy Blessing, you can have the Blessing if you want. The other option is to keep this empty and put in the arrows that you will get as drops, but that's personally up to you. Smoke Battle Staff is pretty much necessary if you can afford other stuff in this armory. This was going to save you fire and air runes, which saves you a decent amount of money. Monk's Robes, just because it gives you some decent prayer bonuses and doesn't drain your defense. As I said before, Tome of Fire and Pages as well. Make sure you put those in. Tormented Bracelets, what I'm using. You can change that up for Barrels Gloves if you wish. Eternal Boots, Infinity Boots, Wizard Boots, any of the boots will work. And we have the Seer's Ring Eye. So the Seer's Ring Eye is something that I'm not going to personally use, as it says advertised as more of an AFK method. You're going to want to use a Ring of Wealth, since that collects coins for you automatically. Now on over to the inventory. Basically, you're going to want to bring Nature Runes for High Alking, Blood Runes, or Death Runes, whatever, to cast your appropriate fire spell. Teleport to Korend is what I'm going to be using to get there. Imbued Heart, if you have the money for it, definitely really helpful. And yeah, other than that, just bring some prayer potions and you should be good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and go there now. Alright, here we are. Finally made my way to the Catacombs after a little bit of redirection, since I took a new path that I've never taken before. Basically, you're going to want to make your way here, whether that's through a house teleport or taking a charter near Port Sarim. Find your way here and you will be down in the Catacombs. If you haven't been here before, I'm going to show you guys how to get to the Dust Devil area. Basically, you're going to want to go one room to the east, then one room to the south, and then one more room to the east, I do believe. And then there are two Dust Devil rooms. You can basically either use this one or this one over here. Often commonly camped, so just go ahead and find yourself an open world, and I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what to do from there. And here we are after a lot of searching for a world. So all you're going to want to do, throw in your auto retaliate and auto cast your spell. From there, throw on your protect melee, and realistically, it's pretty simple. Just go ahead, attack the entire room if you want. The way I go about it makes it the most AFK as possible. And yeah, as you guys can see, I'm hitting really high, and that is because of the Tome of Fire. You're not going to hit 36s without it. I believe it doubles damage, or at least I think it gives a 50% boost, so it is insanely helpful. And all you're going to want to do, use your Imbued Heart if you have it. Attack the entire room and go ahead and just AFK. So you'll see drops on the ground. There will be some notable ones, and I'll kind of come back and maybe show some of them towards the end. And you guys will kind of see that at the end of the video, what you're really going to want to pick up. But there's a lot of stuff that stacks, like Earth Runes, Fire Runes. I mean, pick up all the stackable ones that you can and have space for in your inventory. One thing I would recommend, if you guys have it though, a Bone Crusher is also very helpful, as you'll gain one more prayer point for each for each dust devil that you kill. Because of the way the catacombs work, every time you bury a bone in here, you get a prayer point, and it kind of scales according to what kind of bones they are. So it's something that's definitely really helpful, and if you have that, go ahead and bring it. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and do 1 hour of this, and we will see how much XP I'm able to gain. Also, I guess I can add this, if you want to go ahead and do this, it's kind of optional. You don't get that many herbs, but it definitely could help. If you have an herb sack from Slayer, which I don't imagine most people do, but if you do, you can bring that, pick up the herbs with that, very helpful. Probably be another 30 to 40k GP an hour, but something that I personally don't have on me right now. And here we go, just about to hit the hour mark, so that is it. Just hit it, and yeah, I mean, pretty easy stuff. I mean, I barely had to do anything except click around every now and then. Whenever you want to leave, just come over here. I just typically hide behind this person right here. So in that hour's time, I was able to average 88,000 experience. However, I believe I could have gotten 90 to 95 if I would have been doing a couple things different. So I'm going to advertise this as 90 since that was definitely doable and I had my fair share of mistakes during the time. But we're going to go ahead and see the bigger picture here, which is how much money we actually lost. So, as you guys can see, I started off this actual trip with 1970 by when I actually started calculating them. So, we ended up using about 1.2k blood runes or so. The actual number being 1,155, so we have that right here right now. A little weird that I said that, but gonna go ahead and throw in 1 blood rune, see what the price is. So that is 267, so calculator back in, multiply that times 267, and that is how much we actually used in total with blood runes. Also on top of that, there are some other external factors that we need to take into account. I used approximately 14 nature runes in this hour as well, and on top of that we did have some prayer potions that were used, so 4 right here, 6, so 6.5. So we can just go ahead and add that up. And there is the other 6.5. So that is the total cost. We also have to add in, I guess, burnt pages. So let me go ahead and remove these real quick. We started with a total of 200, which means that we only ended up using 60. So on top of that, we have 60 right here. That's another 240k that we have to add on, plus the 60k from the other stuff. So totaling that all together, that's a good 600k that we spent in this hour to do this method. Now time to go ahead and see how much money we actually made back. Now as far as how much money we made back, we made approximately around 400k back, 385. But that's not all that terrible. We only ended up losing about 200k, and for the first half an hour of this, I was extremely unlucky with the amount of drops that I had. I didn't have any battle staffs realistically until about the 30-minute mark, and from there I did end up getting a decent amount, but only 1 dragon dagger in the hour, so it definitely can be better. However, in this particular scenario, we were only able to lose, I guess, 200k, while we were able to gain 100k almost magic experience. I would say it's worth it. It's definitely AFK, and you get your money's worth with it. But with that being said, that'll be the end of this video, so hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, make sure to leave the like. Also, if you guys are wanting to be entered into the giveaway, go ahead and leave your RSN down below. On top of that, make sure to hit the sub button, and other than that,